Hey guys, this is Kauri. Wanted to come to you today and talk about mental slavery. A lot of trigger warning. People might not want to hear that, but when you're a slave in your own mind, uh, you produce, you produce, you don't produce success. I'm just going to be honest with you. I was trying to figure out a good way to say it. See, your mind can't be your master. All right. You master your mind. You have to own it, or you will always be a slave to it. Nobody can stop it. So let's go over a few things. What are we a slave to? What are we fighting every day? What are we truly slaves to? Well, I'm gonna tell you this. You are a slave to your ego. We have been slaves to ego for centuries. There are many books, there are countries that have fallen over ego related issues. I'm just telling you, that ego will let you lose your house, your car, your kids, your family, your wife, your husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, everything. The clothes that you have on your back, your ego, if you refuse to own it, you will be a slave of it. So, how do we control our ego, right? You control your ego through doing risk management, right? So always remember, if your ego, think about it like this, your ego says you need to go out there and just say what you want to say. Wrong. Okay? If you go out and say what you want to say, and the risk of you saying what you want to say ends up making you lose your income. Wouldn't you be a slave to your ego at that point? You a slave. The master is your ego. But let's look at the risk management of it. My ego is affecting me. It's going off. It's going absolutely ape crazy, right? But my self-control and self-discipline, because I've been working on these items, I've been building up the self-control and self-discipline of myself. Now I can see, I'm able to see risk. Before, I just let that ego take over and I was a slave the whole time to my ego. I couldn't get out of it. But now that I'm able to see the risk, okay, so the risk is if I act this way, if I just say what I want to say, I lose my income. So how does that affect me? How does losing my income affect me? Can't eat, don't have a place to sleep, can't enjoy life like I choose to, like I have. Things change, all because I've been a slave, right? So just want to help people out and just start with just going down the list, the little things that help me, okay? Because I can't. I say this so many times, and I know you guys may get sick of hearing this, but you know, most of our internal battles, most of everything, that a lot of the depression and anger and pettiness and bitterness are based on external ego issues. They're all usually based on external ego issues. It's insane how it's based on external ego issues, right? So let's keep going. What's the toughest battle when you're dealing with that ego? You're battling change. You are battling change. When you're battling your ego says, do what you want to do. But when you take fully control of yourself, the discipline and the self-control, you say, ego, wait, no, I'm not doing that. I need to change. And that fight, that change fight is pretty drastic. It wears people out. But don't give up. Work through your fear. Work through your fear. Because see, most of your changes you want to make, they make you uncomfortable. There's been no change in my life that didn't make me uncomfortable. Telling the truth. Weirdly enough, it makes you uncomfortable. being a different human. Weirdly enough, it'll make you uncomfortable. I battled being comfortable. I, I battled the pain that it would take to change who I was. I battled it, and in that battle, I really wanted to give up on myself multiple times. I did give up on myself, to be honest with you. And I gave up on myself because of ego. I was like, well, I don't have to do this. I'm good enough. And a lot of people out here, we think we're good. we actually, horrible people actually think they do great things. I was one of them. So if you think about it, you think about the change that you can make for humanity and make a difference in the lives of people coming up, in the lives of people that had a hard time making it. Isn't that worth it? Isn't it worth owning your ego to help save humanity, to help young men get better, young women get better? Isn't that worth it? But I know some people can't see it because people have let you down. People have hurt you. People have scarred you. People have assisted in your slavery, your mental slavery. And I just have one thing to say to you, everybody that's listening to this, for everybody that's been tortured, misused, abused, disrespected, hurt, whatever other word, I want to tell you personally, I'm sorry. I apologize where they haven't. And I know that may not be good enough. But you got to start somewhere. If you can't forgive them, forgive me so you can get up and start being something different. It's crazy, but we have to make ourselves, you have to make yourself uncomfortable so that humanity can be comfortable dealing with you. Man, giving me chills just thinking about that phrase. A lot of people go to therapy and psychologists and they drug them up so that the world can deal with them. Not that they can deal with the world. And that's what we got to help people get to an understanding. You have to be able to deal with the world without your ego, without being a slave. I don't want to be a slave anymore. I refuse to be a slave. It's not worth it. It's not worth the loss. It's not worth losing your legacy. It's not worth losing your children, family, marriages. Yeah. Fortify your mentality. I don't know anybody who wants to be a slave. Stop being a slave to your ego. Believe that.